In this video I'm going to show you how to migrate the virtual machine from KVM hypervisor like Red Hat, for example, or other open source KVM based hypervisor to Nutanix AHV. So for those which don't know, Nutanix AHV is based on KVM, but it's highly customized. So in general, the migration, it's not that difficult. However, there are some steps which are critical to be successful in a migration. So with that, let's get started. So first of all, we have to prepare the target environment. In our case, it is gonna be 5.16 latest build in my home lab. And then first of all, what you have to do is you have to whitelist the IP address of your KVM host onto the container. So for example, on this on this video, I'll be using the self-service container for the target updates. So in this case, you go to update, scroll down, then you can see file system whitelist. So what you do here is put the IP address of your host. If you have more hosts, you can specify to the subnet like this, right? So let's say like that, but I have only one host, so I'm just gonna keep it to the single IP address. I'm gonna save it. Now you will be able to mount over the NFS the container to your source KVM hypervisor. So give me one moment. So now when we have the IP address on the whitelist, we can switch to the KVM. So this is my KVM machine. You can see I have 2016 running in here. Let's quickly check if we have network connectivity. CMD ping google.com. Yep, it works. And a disk layout quickly. So here it is. I have just a single disk, so if you have more disk, obviously you will have to repeat the operation for every disk. Yeah, so with that, let's prepare now our KVM. So now you have to mount the Nutanix container onto the KVM KVM host. So in this case, I'm on my Nuke, so this is where am I, and I'm gonna run the command to mount the Nutanix container. So this is basically specify your Nutanix IP address, the container name, and where to mount it. Remember that this is case sensitive, and so it should be good in 2 seconds here. So let's see df-h, and you can see like we have mounted, we have 2.5 tera and a little bit of use on that container. So in this, so we have container mounted, we have waitlisted. Now it's time to work on the KVM. So first, the full and the most important part of this migration is fully offline. So throughout the process, the VM will be down. So let's shut it down, the VM. Okay, VM is down, and let's switch back to the UI, to the console. So now, because the native file extension for KVM is QCO2, so you have to convert it from QCO2 onto the raw disk file format. Right, so from the console, you have to go to the path, to the directory, to the file system where the images are located. So let's see if we are here. Yeah, this is our machine. So now let's run the command qemu image convert to actually convert the disk from QCO2 to raw and we specify the source and what's the name of target disk. It takes a couple of seconds to convert. Obviously the time depends very much on how big is the disk and how much data you have on it, and how fast is your your KVM host. Alright, the conversion is done, so we can again list it over, and we have our raw file in here. Now you have to copy it over from KVM host to Nutanix container. So you could use CP, so this is standard, Linux, standard Linux command to copy, but the CP doesn't show you the progress, so I'm using the rsync, and basically what you do is you specify win KVM row to mnt Nutanix, and we call it win 2k16 KVM 01.raw, so we know what it is. And okay, now we can watch it how fast this is. So I'm gonna pause it here. We're not gonna be waiting until it's finished, so I don't want you to watch it. So I'll be back in a couple of minutes. Right, so the migration, the file copy is done. So now we switch back to the Prism, and the next step is to create actually the virtual machine using the disk which we copied to the I'm sorry, as the source. So let's quickly create a VM. So we're gonna call it let's say win 2k16 KVM with description, doesn't matter. The time zone, yeah. CPU is 1, 2. Memory, it had 4 gigabytes, and a disk. Yeah, add a new disk, and now you choose clone from a DFS file, which means we're gonna use our file to migrate the size. It should remember to don't specify to file. The disk should be at least as big as it was on the KVM. So we had 40, so let's do 50 gigs in here, 50 gigs, and this is good. The SCSI bus, leave it default, and add. Quickly check it. Yeah, we need a network card. Okay, bang. That's it. Save it. So let's see if the VM is here. Yeah, it is here. So let's power it on. All right. And it takes a couple of seconds to power it on because it's creates the disks from the file and so on. But yeah, here we go. Okay, let's open the console. And it should be booting up. That was a quick one. So here it is. Then log in, and enter. Yep, here we go. And we have machine. Yeah, networking is working. Yeah, that's it. And this is our machine. So let's have a look quickly on the disk. Bang, this is our disk. That's it. So yeah, that was pretty easy. So again, if you have more disks, you have to do the conversion for multiple disks, and you have to copy them over. Obviously, you have to add them in the right order onto the VM in AHV, and that's it. Nothing has to be done, nothing more. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and soon I'm gonna be posting more videos about how to migrate from a KVM. I'm planning to put some Linux and maybe some other operating system. Thank you.